When did your training save someone's life? I was on vacation at a beach in Florida when I heard screaming and saw a little girl drowning 50 yards offshore, and my Navy rescue swimmer training kicked in even though I'd been out of the service for 3 years. I was sitting under an umbrella reading a book when I heard someone yelling, "Help! My daughter can't swim!" I looked up to see a man pointing frantically at the water. About 50 yards out, I could see a small head bobbing in the waves. The girl looked maybe 8 years old, and she was clearly struggling against a strong rip current. Without thinking, I dropped my book and ran toward the water. My brain automatically switched into rescue swimmer mode, even though I hadn't used that training since leaving the Navy in 2019. The beach had no lifeguards, and other people were just standing around looking helpless. The girl's father was a big guy, but he couldn't swim well enough to fight the current. I dove in and started swimming toward her using the strong, efficient stroke we'd practiced thousands of times during training. The rip current was pulling us both away from shore, but I knew exactly how to handle it. "Don't panic," I called out as I reached her. "I'm going to help you." The girl was exhausted and terrified, swallowing water with each wave. She immediately grabbed onto me and started climbing, which is exactly what drowning people do. This was the moment my training really mattered. In rescue swimmer school, they taught us how to handle panicked victims who could accidentally drown their rescuer. I used the technique we'd practiced hundreds of times. I grabbed her wrist, spun her around, and pulled her against my chest in a cross-chest carry. This kept her head above water while preventing her from grabbing my neck. "Just relax," I told her. "I've got you. We're going to swim sideways first, then back to shore." Instead of fighting the rip current directly, I swam parallel to the beach until we got out of the current's pull. The girl stopped struggling once she realized I knew what I was doing. Once we were clear of the rip current, I switched to a side stroke and towed her back toward shore. The whole rescue took about 10 minutes, but it felt like an hour. When we reached shallow water, the girl's parents were waiting in tears. The father grabbed me in a bear hug while the mother held her daughter. "How did you know what to do?" the mother asked through tears. "I was a Navy rescue swimmer," I explained. "We trained for situations exactly like this." The little girl, whose name was Sophia, hugged my legs and said, "Thank you for saving me." 2 years later, I still get Christmas cards from Sophia's family. In last year's photo, she's wearing a life jacket at the beach and giving a thumbs up to the camera. Sometimes the most important thing the military teaches you isn't how to fight. It's how to save people when they need you most.